Hello, everyone. Welcome to the digital design program here at the Delaware Area Career Center. My name is Mr. G, and we are excited to have you today. I'm going to lead you through what we call the climb, and that's just an introduction to our program here at in the Digital Design Lab. First, when I say we, there are three of us, and there is Mr. Fuller, Mr. Rowland, and myself, Mr. G. Mr. Fuller came to us this year, and he was a web designer for the last 25 years. He's also done other things in the industry, like such as graphic design and animation, video production, illustration, things of that nature. He graduated from the Columbus College of Art and Design with a degree in animation, and that's his focus here with us at the Delaware Career Center, animation and 3D modeling. Also, we have Mr. Rowland, who we refer to as just Dub, and Dub has been with us for about 6 years now. He came to us from the Modern College of Design, and he also is a published author and illustrator. He has 10 books that he's published and is amazing at illustration, character development, graphic design, and photography. I'm Mr. G, and I am mostly into website design and development, video production, audio production, and photography. I graduated at Ohio University in communications, and I've spent the last 25 years as a freelance web designer, developer, and audio and video producer. One of the things that we say here often in our digital design program is that the process is the product. And we believe that wholeheartedly. We think it's what will separate you as a designer if you come and be part of this program. A lot of people make content and can design things or create videos or draw or something of that nature. But a lot of them don't really think about the end user when they do that. They think about just, hey, I want to make this because it might be cool, which is fine. However, we're going to train you in the digital design program in the 4D design process. And that's something we came up with as a staff, the three instructors here. And it's 4 parts. It's discover, or learning what the end user would need or what would be best. Defining, and that's sketching and drawing and concepting and scripting and storyboarding for whatever it is that we want to design for the end user. Then there's the design piece. And a lot of people will jump right into this design piece, this last part. But we think to be an effective designer, you have to go through steps 1 and 2 effectively first. And then step 4 is the delivery. And that's delivering the end product to the end user. But again, we don't want you to be just focused on the end product. We want you to enjoy the process, this entire process of design. We believe digital design is epic, and I'm going to share several of these slides throughout this presentation that just show you some of the fun things we've done here in digital design, our students, some of the things they've done, some of the trips that they've been on throughout their careers here as digital design students. We study 6 different tracks in digital design, and the first one is graphic design. It's our foundation, and we build off of Photoshop and Illustrator, and we build all of our other skills off of this graphic design component. In graphic design, we'll work on things like mind maps, movie posters, graphical resumes, illustrations, vector ninjas, and logo design, and many more. Photography is a second area of design that we study, and you can see some of the amazing pictures that our students have taken in our photography studio or on location using our Canon DSLR cameras. Website design is very important to us, and it's our third area of study. We believe it's very important because everything's going to end up on the web that you design. And we focus on something called responsive web design here. Responsive web design takes what you create, and when you design a website, it allows it to be functional on any device that you view it on, whether it's a desktop, whether it's a laptop, whether it is a tablet, or whether it's a phone. And doing responsive web design allows people to view your content on any of those devices. We'll actually teach you how to code that and make it look amazing. The fourth of 6 areas that we study is animation. And we'll take you from 2D animation, character development, into 3D modeling and 3D animation using programs such as Animate and Blender and Cinema 4D. Video production is another area that's very popular, and we have had a lot of success with our students going to competitions and creating things for the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, the organization that hosts the Emmys. And our students will work through the defined process of scripting and storyboarding, and then work into the actual production and post-production phases, using a camera and editing and maybe even Foleying sounds, or doing voiceovering and audio recording, and then mixing and editing all that video before you export it. And then finally, our fastest growing area right now is audio production. And we have students that will actually record their own songs or their beats. We have students that are into podcasting. In fact, this past year, we had the state champions for Business Professionals of America in podcasting. Our students will record and then mix and master in programs such as Logic Pro or Audition. We have several facilities here as well that students can use as studios to record. We have 2 whisper rooms and 2 podcasting booths as well. So those are the 6 areas that we'll study in here. Again, those are audio, video, animation, photography, website, and graphic design. And we'll take you through those 6 areas your first semester here, and then build you up and get a nice foundation, and then help you to build an individualized curriculum portfolio on some of those areas that you're more interested in. Here are a couple more pictures, some of our students on national competitions in LA, Anaheim, and Disney World. And then last year we had the all-female team state runner-up in website design for Business Professionals of America. So you're probably asking, when do I actually come to DACC? What are the times of the day? Well, our juniors come here from 7:50 in the morning to 10:56 in the morning as well, about 3 hours. Our seniors are here from 11:23 to 2:20. Some of our students decide to go back to their home school to take academics. A lot of our students will stay here for the full day and do their academics at DACC. Either way, you'll have bus transportation to and from your home schools. That way, if you are into sports or drama or a club or band, you can get back to school for those extracurricular activities. In the junior year, we're going to build in that first semester, like I said, a foundation of some basic things. And we start in that graphic design area, and we'll head down a path to take you into web design, into video, audio, animation, photography, and we'll kind of get everyone on that same level. So if you are not super familiar with technology or computers, it's okay. We'll take you from square one. If you're advanced, however, we'll provide you advanced opportunities with some of those things and individualize a curriculum for you. Our curriculum is project-based instead of lecture-based. So we're not going to be a typical school where someone lectures to you, you take notes, you take a quiz and repeat. We're going to be very hands-on and project-based. In the second semester of that junior year, we'll begin the development of a portfolio, and we'll also begin the development of preparing for Adobe certification exams. In your senior year, the first semester, we'll focus on something we call Capstone Project. And what Capstone Project is it's a culmination of all of your skills into one major project that you're going to build and put in your portfolio and share with employers or colleges to show just how much you've grown as a student here at the Delaware Career Center. And then finally, that second semester of your senior year, we'll build a portfolio that you'll share in what we call our senior gallery. And you'll share that with industry judges that will come in and look at your work, and possibly even people from colleges that will look at what you've done and offer you opportunities, maybe in employment, internships, or even at the next level of education in college. A couple more pictures of some amazing times our students have had in the digital design program. And one of the things we're very proud of is that our digital design program works very heavily in the community. You can see some of the organizations that our students have worked with over the years. One of the things that stands out on this slide is the Delco Water Company logo. And we worked with Delco Water for about 12 years. One of our students about 10 years ago designed that logo that you see when you drive through Delaware County and you see one of the water towers. That Delco Water Company logo was designed by one of our students. Internships and work-based learning are a part of the Career Center. And here are some of the opportunities that our students have had. There have been many more, but these are just some of those. A couple that stand out are the Columbus Clippers. We have students each year that work with the Clippers in video production and photography. They'll actually get to work in the control room or run a camera at the Clippers games. The Ohio State University also works with us in a video production and photography and audio production roles. And those are just to name a couple. Again, all these names up here and more have worked with us and our students in some of these capacities. Here are a few of our students on work-based learning opportunities and kind of applying the skills that they're learning in lab out there in the field. A couple more pictures of our students participating in work-based learning opportunities. A few pictures again of our students out there doing some amazing things and experiencing some awesome opportunities as part of the digital design program. Okay, a couple more benefits of digital design. I briefly mentioned Adobe certifications before, but one of the things that we focus on is by the time you leave here, we would love for you to have 3 certifications with Adobe. Each one of those certifications is worth 4 points with the Ohio Department of Education. So our goal is to get you 12 points by the time that you leave here. Also, we mentioned this before, the 6 different areas that we study in here. We study audio, video, animation, web, graphic, and photography. And those 6 areas, we kind of start everyone out, like I said, at a base level and teach you the basics of them. And then we're going to have you over time, though, work into more of an individualized curriculum where you might want to take 1 or 2 of those areas and develop your portfolio more extensively. Scholarships and awards are possible on a local basis. We work with a couple local companies that provide some smaller scholarship amounts. And then we have students that have earned larger scholarship amounts in the $5,000 to $70,000 range by building their portfolios in our classrooms and then presenting to places like the Modern College of Design, CCAD, Ohio Wesleyan, Kent State, and Full Sail. Here are some other colleges and universities that we work with and our students have attended or graduated from. Speaking of colleges, college credit is an option for us and our students here. We articulate with Columbus State, COTC, and Hocking College. So that means basically that if you graduate from here, our classes will go right onto your transcript at those colleges. We also work through the Ohio Department of Education, a program called CTAG, and there are 4 classes that you could take at any public school or public college in the state of Ohio, and they will give you credit in animation, graphic design, web design, and video production just for your attendance here at the Delaware Career Center and a satisfactory grade of a C or better. So that would also go onto your college transcript by finishing this program here at the Delaware Career Center. The software that we use in digital design, we use the Adobe Creative Cloud Master Collection. And some of those programs would be Photoshop, Illustrator, Animate, After Effects, Audition, and Premiere, among many others. Some of our students will also choose to use programs such as Logic Pro and Cinema 4D. We have a lot of very professional industry standard equipment here, including the computers in our classroom. We use Apple Macintosh computers, and we use the Adobe Master Collection with those things. We also have many Wacom Cintiq tablets that our students use, and instead of actually using a mouse, they will literally draw on their screen as they're working through those. We have several studios as well, including a green room that has a cyclorama wall with a professionally lit studio to record our local news program and other things. We have a photography studio, and we are working on a motion tracking room as well. We also have several audio facilities, such as 2 whisper rooms and 2 podcasting booths, as well as DSLR Canon cameras, a t-shirt press, and 4K drone. We mentioned earlier that our students work with the National Association or National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. And here you can see a picture of our students that attended the Ohio Valley Emmy Awards, the student version, and this is through the NATAS. And our students have participated and won many local regional Emmys through this organization with the work they've done here at the Career Center. Business Professionals of America is part of our curriculum as well, and our students will choose to compete in something that they're passionate and skilled at in one of our programs. And here are a few pictures from some of our students that were on stage, either winning first or second place in the state competition just a couple years ago in Business Professionals of America. And these students all went on to the national competition that year in Anaheim, California. There are annual fees in the digital design program of $189. That includes your basic fees, your tools and your supplies, your Adobe certification exam, as well as your Business Professionals of America membership. Finally, we say if you find a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life. I'm going to say that again. If you find a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And I'll repeat that because it's so important that as you guys right now, as you're watching this, you're probably 14 or 15 or 16, and you're thinking about the next 50 years of your life that you're going to have to work before you retire. You better find something that you love to do if you're going to be spending that much time the next 40 or 50 years working. So find something you love to do. Many of you love the things that I just talked about. You love taking pictures. You love developing characters. You love animation. You love creating videos or audio or creating beats and doing those type of things or taking pictures. If you find yourself enjoying putting things even on TikTok or things like that, this might be a way that you can take that thing that you love and turn it into a skill that can be employable and earn you a living and ultimately get you out of your parents' basement for the rest of your life. Well, we have a very popular program in the digital design classroom here, and we have had a waiting list for several years now. So we have limited spots. So we ask that you apply online today to try to not get on that waiting list. You can go to apply.dacc.com and apply to the Career Center and apply to the digital design program. There's a couple hashtags down there if you'd like to explore our social media as well. But please do not wait to apply. Get on there and apply today to this program. We would love to have you in here and are excited to get your application. If you have any questions for us, there's Mr. Fuller, myself, and Mr. Rowland's email address. Please jot that down and send us an email, and we'll be glad to answer any questions that you might have about the digital design program or DACC, or how we can point you in the right direction to find that program that's going to change your life. So again, I'm going to back up one slide, and I'm going to go to this apply online slide so that you can click on this right now, or so that you can type this in and apply to DACC, and you can start your journey, your epic journey here at the Delaware Area Career Center in the Digital Design Program. Thank you for your time today. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you, and have a great one.